How are you, my viewers? Welcome to the timeline. YouTube. Thank you for tuning. Remember to sing. Suddenly, life has new meaning to me. There is beauty up above. From above to the earth. It has to go there to come here. Okay? The greatest key, is being a giver. Being a giver. And being a giver is sit. And what does it mean? And you see it, words of encouragement. You could see it, and a smile. You are making a seed to the earth. Remember, we know that we have, I would say, a purpose. We have a meaningful life when we are here on earth, and we should never take our life for granted. So there is no choice to end our own life. We must wait until God let us know, oh, it is the time. It is like, okay. And probably if we go according to what we believe, I would say it is written that we have promises while we are here on earth. And one of those promises is longevity. A long life until we having white hair. And if those promises, it must be for everyone. But we had to seek for them. We had to believe them. We had to make part of our life. Now that you're young, I'm talking about young people at this moment. And you're finding a routine on your lifestyle. It started out seeing a son that identified with your mood. If you, for example, if you are sad, find a way that those type of song that encourage you, that you're not alone. See, there are influencers, many influencers that have been walking in earth. Those influencers have been the ones that have multitudes. They being an influencer that they didn't have life for them anymore. They had to be, sculpted with people. They had to sacrifice their own freedom, and they became, a lot of money just because they were an influence. You can choose what kind of influencer you could be. But now, while you go to your routine on college, while you going to your routine on your work day, while you going to your routine and another day in paradise. For some people, their routine are like that. If you're one of those that you apply for a job and they haven't called you, don't worry. Has something greater for you while they call you. Then what you do, I'm encourage you to stay on social media. You know what? I was at one point so apathic about social media, but social media, if we use it properly, you can reach many souls. You could have your own way of reaching those people to persuade to do good. It is true there are evil people that there is no way that nobody can talk to them, because they are like stone. They cannot hear. They don't have ears. They don't have eyes. They're just being trained to do evil. But then why people do evil? I would say because poverty. Poverty is one of the way that people feel betrayed. They don't have sense in life. And if they happen to match with evil people that do even worse, they ended to be, you know, and now a good sense of the society. Then I would like you to know when you are a head and when you are a tail. When you are a head, make sure that you influence good. That you're gonna get frustrations in life, but remember, you must have wisdom words that encourage you from someone or from a group of people. I have myriads of influencers from TV, from social media, and books of wisdom. You choose which one is closer to you, because this is not about it must be done this way. I share what is my word of wisdom. I get it mostly for every one of us. Our wisdom comes from our parents. If it happens to be that our parents are the way that they taught us was not right, well, then we must have other type of sources for wisdom. When we go to college, they have mostly they have the philosophers, and I heard they been a good thing for many of us. You know, they were trying to see how can we judge, how can we use our own judgments to do good and do right things, and that's what they spend their life for before Christ. Then you decide. You decide that in those times that you're not a head or you're a tail, you're still friends for good, okay? Fight for what you believe. Write it on your computer. Do a very nice videos about it. Like, for example, I never gonna stop fighting about the obsolete ways that we are and that doesn't match with these contemporary times. And I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna say we must do this, and that. For example, the different sources of income had to be implemented, legalize it, because if there is no way that you're not happy with your lifestyle and you go out there and make a difference, or you go influence people and gain influencers, and they're not legalized the way of your incomes, of your earnings, and even those crumbs, they don't want to, then you just be patient, and eventually the Lord will give you that suddenly. Not necessarily it has to be money, because our suddenly varies from one point of view to another point of view. So my suddenly yesterday, I enjoyed it, and I have another suddenly today. Why? Because if you emotionally less dependent from your children, from your husband, from your friends, you are gaining some suddenly as well. See? Then I'm going to tell you, keep persevering and thinking good, thinking that not negative, thinking that this is the day for you. And for example, there is going on the stimulus check. What happened with the stimulus checks? Many people don't agree with the stimulus check, but the stimulus check are for some people that they have certain income, every year. So regardless if they are married or now if they have children or not, it goes to every household with the income tax. It doesn't go nowhere else, because the income tax is written in for those that file taxes. That's what we are doing. We are legalizing our stimulus check. Now, see? And I'm going to tell you, if your income earning for the previous years, that's what is the stimulus is based on. And if it's within the range that you haven't made more than $73,000 a year, then you are part of the stimulus check. You expect those suddenly. But when you don't know when it is kind of much better, I would say, if we think it that way, because think, you suddenly can come at one point, and then you must be expecting it, and you must be working as you are now counting with that money every month, because that will help you more wise ways or acquiring, those type of responsibilities, financial speaking. Because if you're not counting with that money in your budget, you will having more room for savings, for paying off debts, for traveling, and for all those things that you don't have to go an extra job or sacrificing quality time with your wife or husband or children, which is our priority, and then you be able to fulfill and to survive within your range. Of course, if you are like me, I would like to have that goal on the long run when I am thinking already on retirement years. See, now chronologically speaking, I'm almost 60 in a few years. What happens? I cannot be acting like I'm 20 years old with my money. See, now my money, I cannot be putting on recyclable debt. My money, I cannot put it on, my money goes with the age that I am projecting on my retirement years, not be a burden, not to the government, not to my children. Then I would like you to think, and now that you are only 20 and you have a job and you're still going to school and college, keep persevering to gain your degrees in college. We learn a lot in college. Keep your job until you're 10 or 15 years, or until you get married or have children that requires more quality time from you. Then you could reduce the amount of hours that you work from outside the household. But persevere in what you have believed. I'm inside the household, and I'm gonna keep until I see the difference. Yeah. That's why you have to think about when you're 60 or you're 50 and when you're 20. I already did what you're doing now, spend many, many years on the work field, and I'm not going back now. Now, I have it suddenly. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I love you.